tonight, the Washington Huskies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air, it's Tootin. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After that last completion, it's second down. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. And you've got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line. It's really nice to have that.
The Cornhuskers will have it first and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Tucker. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Now they'll try the right side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Tootin. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tucker. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
They'll go with a direct snap. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Tucker. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Touchdown, Washington! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Dropping back, it's Tootin. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Off play action. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Direct snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Here we go. Back to throw. It's Tootin. Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll do it himself on the draw. Breaks the tackle.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the tight end. On the move, it's Tucker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's Tootin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man down the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Got it in the middle. It's good. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Tollefson. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield.
Going over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it. The 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll move the wide receiver. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Tollefson. They're working that left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Tootin. Hauls it in. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Takes the handoff. It's Tucker. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Spargava. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Tootin. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll try the right side. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Banner!
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by 10 to Virginia. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Tootin. Gets open down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
22 water. 22 water.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Tootin. Might be looking to run. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They go to the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry.
Come on, set. Kill. 6 remain.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Charcoal. Get free soda.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Tootin. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Washington would love to just run out this clock. Here's the handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice